Look, y'all, after I do this video, I will, like I said before, I know I said I would do it, but I wound up not doing it and doing this video instead. But I will, however, do the video that I promised in a bit once I find a perfect app for the occasion. Now, today, right now, I'm going to be discussing the history, the background, and the tales and folklore of the Fallout 4 Vault 111. I know there was something strange from the minute I started going toward the vault. I knew there was something strange and something was about to go down. And luckily I was right. Our asses got frozen in fucking cryogenic tubes that somebody fucking tinkered with the beta version of it and actually got it to work. So we were frozen for 210 days, which seems like a long time, but what happened to the other vaults was the same thing, but they weren't frozen. There were other psychological tests that were sent from Vault 111. There's the connection right there. I believe Vault 111 had something to do with the other vaults, psychological tests, because aren't all the vaults in cooperation and cohorts with Vault Tech? If they're in cohorts with Vault Tech, then the whole damn vault line, the whole damn vault story from probably the first Fallout 4, the first Fallout, and all the way to Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas, and the last Fallout 76. All them vaults have got to be connected somehow in some way. Now, I will do a video describing and trying to find out through the whole walkthrough a story mode to try and figure out how the first vault from the first Fallout game and all the way to Fallout 76 are connected. In Fallout 76 from Vault 76 all the way to the first vault in the first Fallout game. I will explain in the next video how they are connected, because I believe in some way they were in cohorts together, sending radio wave signals to each other to come up with psychological tests for each vault to do and run tests on. Because in the first vault, I remember from the only vault I remember from Fallout 3 is the history behind the vault there, the Vault Urian. It was built to sustain living quarters and everything for people to live in peace and harmony, but that was not true. It was actually built for a psychological reason of pitting people against each other to survive. And now, now I just probably activated everybody's anger on that subject. Well, let me clarify and break it down for you why I think that. For one, if you remember back when you're going to do the GOAT exam. Actually, no, I'm gonna go back to the birthday party. You remember when you walk past Butch and he says, after you get the pit bull, you walk past Butch and he says, "Hey, nosebleed." And he says, "Hey, nosebleed," and he says something. And then he says, "Don't you have to wind it up every time you want to activate it?" I'm like, "Sitting here, damn, Butch is an asshole." And then he tries to take my sweet roll that old lady gave me. You know what I done? I fucking spit on the sweet roll and said, "Here you go." Actually, I said, "Go soak your head, Butch." He got up and tried to punch me, and I knocked his ass out. I laid his ass out on the floor. I went to talk to I went to the Pagoda exam and tried to talk to Butch and use the speech 50% speech to get him to leave her alone. At first it worked. Second time it didn't. He tried to fight me and I knocked his ass out again. So because I got down on the floor and punched his ass 4 more times, and then 4 more. And then everything just went black, and I just started punching his ass rapidly and repeatedly and over again. Because I was so damn pissed at him for attacking, Amanda, or, no, it's Amanda. It was Amanda. For him attacking Amanda, I just beat his ass brutally until I felt it was correct to do. Until I felt like I needed to stop. Which went on for about 30 minutes or so. I was just sitting there beating his ass, kicking his ass. Actually, no, it was about 5 minutes. I was just messing with y'all. And the reason I know it's 5 minutes is because I had a stopwatch app. So, to see how long I could beat his ass. It was a good long 5 minutes of ass whooping. And boy, was that brutal ass whooping more of a brutal ass whooping for fucking 5 minutes. I mean, that had been the worst day of his life to fucking start picking on me. I basically, in real life, if he was real and I'd done that shit to him, his ass would have had to get facial reconstruction on if I'd done that to him. And when he tried to take my sweet roll, I would have spit on the motherfucker and crammed it down his throat. Like, there, Butch, how does that taste? Hashtag son of a bitch. Oh, shit, man. Or hashtag son of a bitch and Butch. Or hashtag easy there, Butch. But, in all seriousness, Butch was kind of an asshole up until the point where he wanted you to save his mom. I refused the first time and let his mom get killed. But the second time, I kind of seen what he was going through, and all I seen was his mother. He only had his mother to comfort him and stay with him and keep him sane enough to not hurt him her or any of his friends. So, or push any of his friends away. So, at least his mother got that much out of him to come forth and accept that he could possibly have friends. So, I don't get why Amana was so mean to him. I mean, I get she didn't like the fact that he was picking her because she was the overseer's daughter. But that still gives Butch no right to fucking pick on her and me because I'm her friend. I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with that situation, and most people do not agree. But really, if you think about it, Butch really didn't have a right to pick on her because she was the overseer's daughter. Just because she's the overseer's daughter does not give somebody the right to fucking pick on that person because they're the overseer's daughter or the overseer's son. It still does not matter. And it does not give the person the right to pick on my character or your character because you are the head medical doctor's son, and it's simply just not given the right to do any of that shit, especially for Butch. It doesn't give him the right. It does not give him the right to do that to Amana and my character or Amana and your character. Now, if we head down to Vault 81 because they put that in Fallout 3, if we put that and go down to the vault Amana went to, we find hallucinations of her down in the vault. And we head into a room full of computers, we will find out that they all say, "Come on, stay a while. The walls are clean," and something. But what I got from it is it was asking me to stay a while. It was asking me to come on, stay a while. We have clean air. We want you here. Please stay with us. It was like the whole vault just turned into that fucking thing with the, like that thing with the, like that movie with the thing with the red eye said, "I'm sorry, Jason. I'm going to have to kill you now." And then he somehow escapes, and he barely gets clipped by a passing blade that the damn thing shoots out. But he somehow gets cut on the fucking leg. Actually, the ankle, I think. But in all seriousness and fairness alike, Butch was kind of an asshole. But I can get where he's coming from and why he's being an asshole. Because I know his background in history. So if y'all want to know, in the next video, I will discuss that with you. And I will show y'all why he was such an asshole.